Hi, thanks for tuning in. We are back on In Realty. Well, if you were ever looking for a place that you can have that special private function, very private and with a nice ambiance, friendly staff, then you might want to check out the food studio over at Mont Kiara. And with me today is Chef Paul to tell us all about the food studio. Thank you so much, Chef Paul, for making the time.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're obviously from out of town, so
yes.
And you managed to have this nice place that you call the food studio. So talk to us about what food studio is all about.
Okay, well, welcome to the food studio. Okay, we are here in Mont Kiara, and as you can see, we are a private event space, and it is actually there for private events, private dinners, birthday parties. We give cooking classes, all kind of things, basically everything you can eat and drink in a very nice, cozy environment.
So if I were to have like a hot date, can I come here, or do you have like, you know, your quotas of how many people you'd like to entertain?
If you bring 3 other hot dates for couples, so the minimum is 8. 8 dinner, you can book your private dinner already. And everything above between 8 and 150 we will entertain.
All right. So whilst other private event organizer or functions, facility provider like this would want to be in, like, you know, in the middle of a city or, you know, somewhere close to the mall, but you've decided here in Amarin Kiara. Why is that? Why is this your choice of location?
Okay, when we built this here, we were looking for a location which is actually easy to reach, has easy access. You can actually park up front, just walk in. And of course, if you look outside, we have a very nice greenery. And we wanted to make it as private as possible and very special. That's why we didn't go to a shopping center or a big building. That's why we are here in Amarin Kiara.
And how long have you been here for?
We are here about 2.5 years, so this year we will have actually our 3rd anniversary.
And the food studio is quite low-key, you know, people who knows you or people who knows what terrific dish that you serve, they might, you know, call you up and things like that. So why is that?
That's
why
right.
do you would like to have like that low keynote profile?
That's right. Actually, we are a little bit of a hidden gem here. We have never done any advertising. It's a very private place, and we also want to keep it that way. So if you make the booking, all the customers really have the feeling it is a very private place, a very special place, not for everyone to walk in, and we want to keep it that way.
Okay, and talk to us about how big this space is and how you manage the layout to suit all sorts of functions here.
Okay, when we built the food studio, the main idea was actually to build something similar to what you have at home for the cooking classes. We have all the equipment what you also have in your normal kitchen, but also catering for small events. It is about 2,500 square foot. We have 3 cooking islands, we have a dining area, we have an outside area, and we can actually host everything between 8 and 150 people.
And how do you determine that, you know, this concept of ID would work to all sorts of function in terms of, you know, the choosing of color, the choosing of furniture?
Yeah, as you can see, it's a little bit different from all the other restaurants, from all your private rooms. We have gone a very far way to choose all the ingredients we have, the tables, the chairs, everything is handpicked. It took a little while, but we wanted to make it special. And the result you can see here, and I believe it's very different from other restaurants.
Yeah, I believe so too, obviously. So from a chef who worked in the commercial industry before, and now you've started your own business, what was the inspiration of having the food studio?
The food studio basically came together from feedback from my other company, because we are also training professional chefs, but a lot of people who are non-professional chefs ask us actually for cooking classes. That's why the whole idea came out. And of course the main reason is I really like to eat and I really like to enjoy good drinks, so we like to host private events, and this is why we built up the studio.
Alright, the first time I met Paul was when at an event, and he served the best croissant ever in Kuala Lumpur. So talk to us about your specialty here.
Yeah, our specialty basically, as you mentioned already, is really good food. We do everything from continental, Western, Asian. We have about 5 different chefs. My specialty is actually seafood and everything steak. The main difference to other places is that, as you can see, we don't have a big walk-in freezer or chiller, commercial, like in the hotel. So basically every morning we go to the wet market and to the local market and get all our ingredients.
And what would you say be the most challenging bit of your career for the past 2.5 years, from having the plan and executing it until it is what it is now today?
I think the most challenging part sometimes is with clients who come in and they need a bigger capacity, because we don't have a ballroom, as you can see.
Yeah.
We don't have a big banquet space, so people are very interested in the quality of food. They like the dishes, but they would like to see it on a bigger scale. But then, of course, we have a limit here. So I think that's the biggest challenge.
So the biggest scale again would be what, 150?
We did 150 here already, which was a standing event, so we had a buffet, all the food comes around. But basically everything between 8 and 150 we will definitely do.
Thank you, Paul, so much for your time. I believe that you have something special cooking for us. Well, I can't wait for that to happen. Well, if you would like to have a taste of what Paul here have in store for you, come on over to the food studio over in Mont Kiara, in Mont Kiara, and look for Paul, and be more than happy to serve you. So with that, I see you again on the next segment.